USS nerfed, MG42 nerfed, Type 19 nerfed, Odin nerfed, CX9 nerfed. 5 out of the 10 best weapons in COD Mobile have got nerfed. Does that mean COD meta is actually getting a much needed overhaul? Not really. USS has 15% worse bullet spread when using the 32 mag. On paper, this might seem good, but practically it doesn't do much. ADS bullet spread is the spread of bullets when we are scoped in and shooting, and this stat matters more when taking mid to long range gunfights. At medium ranges, we are able to defeat the enemy in the first few bullets, and accuracy is still great even after nerf. The bullet spread does become worse as we spray more, but even if we spray at an enemy towards the end of the mag, the bullet spread is still good enough to defeat them. The only situation where this nerfed bullet spread might struggle will be when taking head glitch fights. Otherwise, 15% nerf still keeps USS viable at mid range using the aggressive gunsmith. And now is a good time to leave a like and comment something nice to help support the video. At extreme long ranges is where you will see some accuracy issues, as the bullet spread will struggle to hit the enemy in these far off ranges. But USS isn't meant for these kind of gunfights either way. In the previous seasons, you could have used USS for anything. NANI? Now, use Granulated in your build and USS is able to challenge these long range gunfights as well. But if you're using my preferred build, which is the assault rifle conversion, then even at extreme long range, we maintain good accuracy, which is where the aggressive USS was struggling. And medium range gunfights will pose no problems, even when taking head glitch gunfights, allowing USS to maintain its aggressiveness while even challenge assault rifles at range, no matter if they're on a head glitch or not. And this USS is better than DRH. Watch my DRH versus USS comparison to know more. No stock is getting reduced ADS movement, but this doesn't matter much as standard build uses ultralight stock either way, and enemies abusing USS are still hard to track, especially if they are maxing out the mobility using wildcard loadout. Watch my top 7 best wildcard combinations to know more. In a nutshell, I saw a lot of people rejoicing that the toxic meta called USS is finally getting a nerf, but the practical performance is barely impacted, and USS is still the overall best weapon in COD Mobile for ranked. For more analysis and best gunsmith builds, you should join our Discord server. Odin is getting 2 nerfs, 8% flinch on livestock and 8% ADS movement on operator foregrip. Both of these nerfs are minor. Odin still maintains good ADS movement for the versatile playstyle, and Odin isn't a weapon used purely for playing aggressive, where the ADS movement will matter more. And the flinch nerf is so low that it isn't problematic. Opting for combat stock isn't necessary since we can still play versatile without any problems even after the flinch nerf. In a nutshell, Odin is still meta and continue using it. It is one of the few weapons which can keep USS in check with this 2-shot advantage, so keep punishing those USS abusers by switching over to Odin instead. MG42 is getting lower damage to chest and upper arm, such that all damage to body is equal, and the only way to get faster time to kill is by hitting headshots. Previously, we could get faster time to kill on a head glitch by hitting 3 shots either to chest or upper arm, but that potential is gone now. Does that make MG42 worse? Very slightly. Is MG42 still meta even after this nerf? Absolutely yes. Its fast fire rate coupled with ease of use and effectiveness still makes it the go-to LMG for ranked. The main nerf happened to Flex MG42 loadout I personally use. 250 mag is having 8% ADS movement nerf along with 10% ADS speed nerf, which in my eyes don't matter much as LMGs have slow ADS movement including MG42, and even after nerf, MG42 continues having slow ADS movement. And the ADS speed difference is minor, just additional 1 frame difference on 60 FPS and 2 frames on 120 FPS, which are negligible. So you can continue using the Flex build or can switch over to the LMG build for wallbang. It's up to you. By the way, I will be consistently posting analysis for CODM this season, so subscribe so you don't miss out. CX9 is getting tons of changes to barrels. If you're using my gunsmith, then you have faster ADS speed, which is a buff, although very minor, but it does help reacting faster by a couple milliseconds, which helps when playing aggressive. But burst CX9 is getting a nerf. 12 round mag will have slight flinch and the barrel decreases range by additional 5%. Both are minor changes and burst CX9 continues to be broken. Don't forget to watch my analysis to know why. Type 19 is getting movement speed nerfs. The base movement is lower by nearly 4%, which isn't a big deal, and makes it on par with XM4, which is like an alter ego of Type 19. And using long barrel makes movement speed slower by additional 2%, which again isn't a big deal, since we use this barrel for versatility, focusing more towards holding angles and not being overly aggressive. If you're using aggressive Type 19, rest assured these nerfs only bridge the gap between XM4 and Type 19. And if you're using the Flex build, then switch over to melee when running around, and movement speed isn't a problem. I recommend doing this on XM2 by the way, it's not exclusively for Type 19. In conclusion, I feel like COD Mobile Balancing Department had their hearts in the right place, trying to nerf 50% of the top 10 weapons in hopes of giving rise to a new COD meta. But these changes are so minor and negligible that top 10 weapons will continue revolving around the same weapons you have been using for the past 6 months. The only silver lining is that there are some buffs to weapons, namely Man of War Thermite, QXR, QQ9, AK117 and PKM, which might get used as alternatives to these nerfed weapons. But I'm not too hopeful as ranked will continue to revolve around USS, and it's pointless to use anything else as one gun can do it all. That's it. I'll have in-depth analysis from this week onwards, and I would love to see you there. Until next time, take care guys, and bye.